Hello and welcome my nooblets, it's Super John Bombo here, and today I want to give you guys my top 5 tips on how to become a better Battles player. Because, I'm going to be honest with you guys, after a 30-minute Chris rambling session, talk about how to be better at the game in all these crazy and random and sometimes even stupid ways, you probably don't remember all that much. You might remember some turkey noises, and you probably remember some kind of intense action, but you don't remember how to become a better player. So that's what this video is designed to do, to make you guys better players. So tip number 1, and probably the biggest tip of them all, banana farms! Use those banana farms, baby. They are the best thing in the freaking world. If you're not a banana farm player, become a banana farm player, because you need to do that to become good. In pretty much every single BFB Coliseum game I play, there's banana farms. Even on games where you only get to pick 3 towers, banana farms. Everybody knows banana farms are the key to becoming better. They open up so many different possibilities for you. They seriously do. So make sure you get good with those things, and you're going to be, really, really happy. As a secondary tip, I don't want to go too in-depth in talking about every single strategy involving banana farms, but as a secondary tip, try and get 2 banana farms before round 4. That is your goal. If you get both of those guys, and you get like a decent setup for towers, you're probably going to be, bossing it up for the rest of the freaking game. So get 2 banana farms before round 4. Even if you're doing something as expensive as a heli pallet starting tower, you can still get 2 banana farms before round 4. Both up to 1-0, by the way. Always get them up to 1-0. So, you can see even, no matter where you're at, get those banana farms. My second tip is layering. Now, this is difficult, guys. This is something that you have to learn with experience, but try and get used to it. Try it out a little bit. Right here you can see some blue-pink layering against me, actually. A really nice play against me. You can see some yellow regen white layering right here on round 8. But I'm going to show you guys like 5 or 6 different types of layering, and hopefully you can just kind of learn from what I'm doing here and become better at it. But basically the whole point of layering, or what layering actually is putting some slow balloons, sending out some slow balloons first, and then sending out a couple quicker balloons right after that. So, perfect example is blue balloons, then pink balloons. You send out a big group of blues to kind of get in the way of like dart monkeys and stuff. Send out some pinks to sneak them through underneath that thing. You're not usually trying to necessarily kill somebody with layering, but at least causing some problems with the layering. You can do it with, again, any single type of balloon. Anything that's slow. A big popular one is regen leads with some zebras or some rainbows underneath that thing. You can do Moabs and regen leads. You can do Oh My God's BFBs and Moabs, and they all end up, being on top of each other. Different speed. All it takes is different speeds, and you can layer. And it's freaking amazing, guys. Trust me on that. It's going to work for you. Here's another layering where I do I do a regen lead, some regen zebras, and then I follow up with some extra white balloons. And basically, again, what I'm doing is I'm putting some sort of regen balloons in there, and then I fill it up. I fill the entire screen up with a bunch of regular balloons, and that causes a bunch of issues for people. Like this guy's 3 third-tier freaking ninjas who can barely do it. All right, tip number 3. I don't really have a good video for this, but it's probably the best one. Is only use your battle energy after you have all your towers up. So this is sort of important more around round 8 and like 12 and 13. Don't battle as soon as you see a rush. Don't battle energy and then like start flustering around and like trying to put your towers down and stuff like that. Put your towers down first and then use your battle energy. It's going to help you out so much. The battle energy does not work if you don't pop those guys in there beforehand. You need to put it... I'm saying it all wrong. You need to put your tower down and then press the battle energy. If you put the tower down after the battle energy, it does not get the battle energy. It does not shoot twice as fast. Alright, my fourth tip here is no all-ins. Now this is sort of a controversial one. I highly recommend as a newer player and as a mid-range player, you don't try and do all these crazy all-in regen Rainbow Rush style all-in strats, guys. Don't do it. Don't do a $12,000 regen Rainbow Rush. It just doesn't work in most scenarios, and you're never going to become a better player by doing that. So what you're better off doing is sending out smaller rushes and sort of supporting them, alright? What you can do is you can even send out a rush, like a BFB or something like that, and then in the meantime, get some income out of this thing, man. Look, I'm only at like 1,000 income. I'm just sending out a bunch of black balloons kind of underneath this thing, sort of similar to layering, by the way. You notice I do this quite often, but I'm not all outing this guy. I didn't send out 10 BFBs or anything like that. So he's got a 4th year banana farm. He would have sold that thing, and then he would have popped into ground 0 really quick. So you just want to keep him busy, make him buy Super Monkey fan clubs, buy and sell, and do all this ridiculous stuff. Now you might have seen this earlier, but I wanted to show you guys my 5th tip is to not build too much defense. You actually kind of want to bait out the other person. Some might call us the master baiter in some scenarios. We want to bait out some rushes, but we're expecting rushes, okay? That's the main thing. It's difficult to figure this out. It's sort of an advanced tactic, but if you get used to it, you're going to be really, really good at it. You notice I got 2 wizards and a boomerang. One of those wizards don't even have any upgrades right now. And all I'm really doing here is I'm just keeping just enough defense where I'm like, I can defend anything. You know, if he sent out a big, gigantic regen rainbow rush, pop in a 3-0 boomerang. If he sends out a gigantic hammer rush, pop in another 2-2 wizard. It's as easy as that, guys. Bait out that rush, make them spend millions of dollars on these really expensive rushes, and then just defend it really easily. Be ready for it, though. Don't just be like, oh, Chris told me never to build any towers until I need them. That's not true. You want to be ready for them. Perfect example right here. Didn't have my heli pallet up to any cam protection or anything. He sent out a camera rush, wasted $5,000. I came out here and I'm like, oh, would you look at that? I'm freaking amazing. Now I can take down everything. So those are my top 5 tips right here, guys. You know, make sure you're using farms. Make sure you layer the balloons that you send out against your opponent. Always use your energy after you build all of your towers. Don't send out very many all-out rushes. It's very rare that you should send out an all-out rush. It's not a never, but a very rare thing. Don't build too much defense, and you're going to be rock solid, guys. Thanks for watching, and obviously have a super-duper delicious day.